How we doing? I'm Dustin Like the Chore, and today I am playing Metal Gear Solid 3. I've been excited to bring this to you ever since the announcement of Metal Gear Solid Delta, which is a remake of this game. And hopefully if this game gets enough traction, I will make an entire series of Metal Gear Solid. It's very near and dear to my heart. I played it a ton when I was growing up, and I'd be excited to bring it to you guys all in chronological order. But let's get into this game, show you what it's all about. Here we go. Tactical espionage action, Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, 1964 Virtuous Mission and Operation Snake Eater. The origin of Metal Gear Solid series begins in 1964 at the height of the Cold War. Naked Snake, the man who would later become the legendary soldier known as Big Boss, heads into the Soviet territory to help scientist Sokol defect to the West. However, the mission ends up in a failure when Snake's mentor and female soldier known as the Boss unexpectedly defects to Soviet Union. The fate of the world hanging in the balance, Snake is forced to question the true meaning of loyalty as he embarks on a lone mission to kill his former mentor. Holy cow.
After the end of World War II, the world was split into two, East and West. This marked the beginning of the era called the Cold War.
Nami presents a Hideo Kojima game. Been so long since I've played a game with them collab together. Say so long. It was Metal Gear Solid 5. This is my first playthrough of this game as well, so this will be a solid experience for you and me. 5:30 a.m. August 24th, 1964, Pakistan airspace.
20 minutes to drop off.
Commencing internal depressurization. Equipment check. Arm main parachute.
All right. You ready to go?
Drop zone still showing a high pressure mass. Cav okay.
Good. We've got high visibility.
Put out that cigar. Connecting oxygen hose to interior connector. Put on your mask.
Savage.
Does this panty waste know what he's doing?
Approaching release point.
10 minutes to drop off.
Hey, are you deaf?
He said put out the cigar and put on your mask.
What a Sigma.
Depressurization complete.
Checking oxygen supply.
6 minutes to drop off. Opening rear hatch.
Sunrise.
External temperature minus 46 degrees Celsius. 2 minutes to drop off. Stand up.
You'll be falling at 130 miles per hour. Try not to get frostbite from the wind chill.
1 minute to drop off. Move to the rear.
Activate bailout model.
This is one for the history books. The world's first Halo jump.
10 seconds to drop off. Stand by.
Dude's a savage.
Status okay. All green.
Prepare for drop off. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Spread your wings
And fly. God be with you.
Do snakes fly though? This one does. So extra. Oh my gosh. Hideo Kojima.
Jack, I've got some important news. The head of the CIA has finally given us the green light for the virtuous mission.
Virtual mission?
No, the virtuous mission. The future of our Fox unit depends on it. If it succeeds, we'll be officially organized into a unit.
Virtuous mission? Sounds like some kind of initiation ritual.
You know, don't get cocky. This isn't a training op.
Right. So what exactly is this wonderful mission?
Well, about 2 years ago, a certain Soviet scientist requested asylum in the West through one of our moles. His name is Nikolai Stepanovich Sokolov. He's head of the OKB-754 Design Bureau, one of the Soviets' top-secret weapon research facilities, and the East's foremost expert on weapons development.
Sokolov? Isn't he that famous rocket scientist?
The very same. On April the 12th, 1961, the Soviets achieved the first manned spaceflight in history.
The Earth was blue, but there was no God.
Well spoken. The rocket that carried Yuri Gagarin into orbit was the A-1, known as the Vostok rocket. Sokolov is said to be the man most responsible for the multi-engine cluster used in that rocket. After Gagarin's flight, Sokolov left rocket development to become the head of the newly established Design Bureau.
From a lowly technician to head of a design bureau, that's quite a success story. So why do you want to defect?
It seems he'd become afraid of his own creations.
Afraid?
Call it a crisis of conscience.
And for that, he left his country and his family behind and went over the fence?
Not exactly. One of his conditions was that his family was also to be taken safely to the West. We used a mole to get the family out first and succeeded in sneaking Sokolov over the Berlin Wall shortly afterwards. I was the one who conducted the operation.
The security on the eastern side was still full of holes back then. Then what?
We got Sokolov over in one piece, but the whole ordeal had left him exhausted, and we checked him into a hospital in West Berlin. It took him 2 weeks and more than 600 miles to get from the research facility in the Soviet Union to Berlin. He was in no condition to say anything coherent. And it was only a week later that we had something much bigger on our hands.
The Cuban Missile Crisis.
October the 16th, 1962, President Kennedy received word that the Soviets were in the process
Kind of cool
of
they
deploying
used real
intermediate-range
world
ballistic
events
missiles in
to create
Cuba.
this. Puts it in the
The President demanded that the
Gives you a
Soviets
timeline, you know?
dismantle and remove the missiles. At the same time, he announced a naval blockade to prevent further missile shipments from reaching Cuba. But the Soviets didn't back down, instead placing their armed forces on secondary alert. Soviet transport ships carrying missiles continued on course towards Cuba. US and Soviet forces went on alert for an all-out nuclear war. Frantic negotiations were conducted through the UN's Emergency Security Council and unofficial channels to end the hair-trigger standoff. Finally, on October the 28th, the Soviet Union agreed to remove its missiles from Cuba, and so the world avoided a nuclear holocaust. But in order to get the Soviets to pull their missiles out, we had to make a deal.
You mean the one where the US agreed to remove its IRBMs from Turkey?
No. The Jupiter IRBMs deployed in Turkey were obsolete, and we were going to get rid of them anyway. They had no strategic value whatsoever to either the US or the Russians. The Turkey deal was a ruse, a cover story that was fed to the other intelligence agencies around the world.
So what did the Russians really want?
Sokolov. They wanted us to return Sokolov.
You mean the Soviets pulled out of Cuba just to get their hands on Sokolov?
That's right.
What the hell was he working on?
At the time, we had no idea. We were running out of time. It was either give up Sokolov or risk full-scale nuclear war. In the end, we had no choice. President Kennedy gave in to Khrushchev's demand. The next
Gave him
day, I got
Sokolov?
Sokolov out of the hospital, handing him over to agents on the eastern side. Sokolov kept on screaming, "Save me," until he disappeared from my sight.
He's probably dead now.
Then a month ago, we received some new information from one of our moles.
About Sokolov?
Yes. He was taken back to the research facility and forced to continue working on the weapon in question under KGB supervision. What's more, it's on the verge of completion.
So what kind of weapon is it? Something to do with space rockets?
No, missiles.
Same technology.
I guess you're right. We don't know the details, but it appears to be a new kind of nuclear device. For half a year now, the Soviets have been conducting frequent nuclear tests at Semipalatinsk.
Something to do with the weapon, I assume.
We're talking about a secret weapon so big that Khrushchev was ready to pull out of Cuba to get it back.
Is Sokolov still in the facility?
No, according to our intelligence, he's in Selino-Yask, a place in the mountains about 3 miles to the west.
Selino-Yask? Did you see how that was spelt? What?
The Virgin Cliffs. Nice name for a virtuous mission.
They moved him there just recently.
Why?
What?
Apparently, they're conducting a field test of the weapon, but it's our best chance to get him back. This mission would never have
The
been
quality
possible
of
if he
this
was
right
still
now
in
is
the
so bad.
research.
I guess it is 1960 something though, right?
This is our last chance. Sokolov must
Not
have
when the
known
game
that
was
too
created,
when
but
he
the
contacted us.
time frame. They're really immersing you right here. And that is where we begin. Trying to locate Sokolov.
Listen up, Jack. Your mission is to infiltrate Selino-Yask in the Soviet mountains, ensure the safety of Sokolov, and bring him back to the West.
Can do that.
If we don't get Sokolov back before that weapon is complete, we'll be facing a major crisis. The clock is ticking. Once we've confirmed the rescue of Sokolov, stand by at the recovery point.
What's the
The
point?
recovery balloon will be dropped at that point.
Can't see anything out of
Helium
those
will be
goggles.
pumped into the balloon to inflate it. The process takes about 20 minutes.
Immersion.
Once it's complete, the gunship's arm will latch onto the balloon and pull it up.
The Fulton surface-to-air recovery system. I'm familiar with the theory.
Take it easy. It's been combat proven.
Do you think Sokolov is up to it?
The shock will be less than during a parachute jump, and the arm can handle up to 500 pounds.
So you're planning on going over the border in a single combat talent?
She's equipped with 2 6-barrel 20mm Vulcan cannons, as well as 2 40mm machine guns.
Sounds like she could hold her own against a battalion of tanks.
Even with
Oh,
the
yeah.
fuel in the reserve tank, we're facing a 4-hour time limit. If
Oh.
all goes well, it shouldn't take more than a few hours.
Home in time for dinner.
But if anything goes wrong,
You'll be eating dinner, breakfast.
and all the rest of your meals in the jungle.
What was that? Little grin there. Okay, so I have 4 hours, it seems. I think I can get it done by then, right? I think I have to, right? I wonder if I'm actually on a time limit. Of course. Such a savage, I swear. Oh, right at a cliff? Holy cow. Let's go. My boy Snake. David Hayter has such a renowned voice. Oh my gosh.
Do you copy? You're already in enemy territory, and somebody might be listening in. From here on out, we'll be using code names to refer to each other. Your code name for this mission will be Naked Snake. I'll be referring to you as Snake from now on. You're not to mention your real name.
Snake?
What, you don't like snakes?
What do you mean?
Well, you've eaten one before, haven't you?
In survival training?
I'm glad to hear that.
I don't know if I'd ever order one in a restaurant, but...
Be careful, you might not have a choice.
What about you, Major? What should I call you?
Let's see. I'll be Tom. Call me Major Tom. This will be a sneaking mission. You must not be seen by the enemy. You must leave no trace of your presence. Is that clear? This kind of infiltration is the Fox Unit's speciality. In other words, weapons and equipment are procured on site. That goes for food as well. You're completely naked, just as your name implies.
Great. Now I see why you asked me if I like snakes. I suppose calling me Snake was your idea of a joke, too.
No. There's a good reason for that. I'll tell you later when the time is right.
Oh, no.
Gotcha. Getting back to the subject, how exactly am I supposed to feed myself?
You've been issued a knife and a tranquilizer gun. Use them to hunt for food. You'll also find some medical supplies in your backpack.
Yeah, about the backpack. I lost it in a tree on the way down.
I see. Well, you'd better go back and get it then. You know where it is?
No problem. I can see it from here. It's stuck on a branch.
To climb a tree, stand in front of a tree that's covered in ivy and press the action button. I'll be monitoring your progress over the radio. We can't risk violating Soviet airspace, but I'll be in the gunship. My frequency is 140.85. I'll give you a call if I need to talk to you. If you need to talk to me, use the send function. Okay, Snake, go get your backpack.
So that tutorial took me way, like that was out of nowhere. It has been so fluid up until this point. Or up until that point. Oh, there we are. I didn't lose it too far back in the cutscene. It seemed like I lost it like miles back. No, that's good. That's good. Action button. There we go. Action button. There we go. Action button's triangle.
Your mission is to retrieve Dr. Sokolov. Dr. Sokolov is being held in an abandoned factory located to the north of your current position.
Okay. Now we're getting to
heavy
it.
combat and don't let anyone see you. Don't forget that this is a stealth mission.
About dang time.
Snake, try to remember some of the basics of CQC.
Still in the tutorial. Holy cow. So that's a sleepy gun, right? It's not a lethal weapon.
Commencing virtuous mission now.
Right? Or is it? I think they said it was. Oh, that threw me off. Okay, so I can't crouch and walk. But oh, it shows my camouflage percentage. Oh, that's sick. There's a snake right there. What do I do? Can I do anything with it? This is so interesting. This is the most... This gameplay is so original. I've never... By the way, how do I reload? I don't know. So I think they had this is like where they first implemented sensitive joysticks, and I think I'll be able to use them. I say sensitive, like it measures the amount rather than just being standard joystick. It uses like it tracks the sensitivity, and this game is one of the first that did it. So I don't want to get near that guy, right? Okay. Oh my gosh. There's multiple. Oh, did I scare him? Oh, there we go. Let me shoot that. Oh, yeah. Oh, get in the mud. Get in the mud. Let's avoid him real quick and grab this. Okay. Oh, jeez. That's shoot. What is reload? I don't know. It's a stealth game either way, so I'll be making my way through here and being as low-key as possible. Is that a mango? Knock that down. Nice. So it'll be my job to keep myself fed, I guess. First target.
Major, I've spotted 2 enemy soldiers.
They're probably KGB troops sent to guard Sokolov.
AK-47s and grenades.
That's it?
Snake, your
Oh my
presence in Soviet territory is already a violation of international law.
You said that.
We can't let the Kremlin find out that the CIA and the American government are involved.
The key is to make yourself one with nature. Keep that in mind as you go along, okay?
That's the plan. So yeah, there's a lot of tutorials and they are very long. So I will be definitely making sure that I'm not going to be including a lot of this. And I still don't even know how to reload, so that's annoying. But it'll be all right. I'm going to check my surroundings here, though. Make sure there's nothing important.
What the?
Oh, shoot. They're already looking? So I'm not supposed to engage. They want me to be as stealthy as possible. Yeah, you definitely did not just see things, brother. Walking so slow.
Huh? What the? Who's that?
What? What? Oh my gosh. How do I hit him? You didn't even tell me how to hit him. This is ridiculous, dude. Oh my gosh. Oh, there we go. I figured it out. Alright. I'm getting shot at by multiple people right now. The controls in this are so different. Oh my gosh. What are you doing? Shoot me, dude. What? Why are you not shooting at me? Where'd he go? Oh my gosh. Yeah, that didn't last long, I'll say that for sure. Me being sneaky went right out the door. And I'm still not evading. This is driving me nuts. I don't even think I had a chance. Can I see my... For the sake, do I have to be in first person? I want to get out of this forest. This is making it so much harder, I think. Whoa! What? Did I hit him? There we go. Yeah, I'm not gonna stay around here for too long. Easy. I think my best bet is to just shoot them and take them out as I go, rather than letting them even have a chance to be alerted. Oh my gosh. Got him. Still don't know how to reload, but it's alright. I think that might be my path, though, up that little way up that way. Now, isn't there a way to drag or check what they have? Like, how do I... No, don't shoot him. Used to be you drag them, right? Maybe that's not implemented in this game yet. I don't even know. I can't recall when this came out and how early it came out. Obviously, it's the third in the series, but I don't know. I can't remember the mechanics that this game had. I just know the new ones and what they have. He's like right in front of you, dude. Why do you need that? No. That's a devious grin. Oh. That was devious. Okay. Honestly, I wish I could crouch and walk. That is crazy that I can't do that. Let's knock that down and hit him with the buggos. Something else up there? Oh, there goes my silencer. I did not realize I had a limit on that. Oh, I got a trophy. Beekeeper. Right on. Did he fall off the cliff? I think I totally missed that, but I'm pretty sure he just fell right off the cliff. Oof. Oh my gosh. Yeah, let's not do that. Oh my goodness. Make our way. We finally made it to the building. It's a live cutscene. I'm missing the silencer now. That's awesome.
Major, I've reached the abandoned factory where Sokolov is supposedly being held. This place is a dump. I can't see Sokolov from here. The security is pretty tight. There are sentries posted around the perimeter. I wonder how many are inside.
Your objective, Sokolov, is inside the factory. They should be holding him in a room in the northeast section.
Northeast section. Got it.
Be careful. Your mission is to bring Sokolov back alive. He must not be exposed to any kind of danger. Do not approach Sokolov while in the alert phase.
Right.
Oh, and one more thing, Snake.
You mean there's more?
No, it's just that when you get to Sokolov, I want you to tell him something from me.
And that is?
Sorry for being so late.
Is that all?
Yes.
Understood. Beginning my approach to the target.
So this is going to be difficult because I do not have a silencer anymore. Which was definitely a big help while I had it. Tracy working. So if I can make it across this way. No way. Made it past him. No way. Oh, wow.
Who's that?
No! You're kidding me! That sucks, dude. Oh my god! And they're sending reinforcements too. This is not good. Yeah, we're just gonna run. We're just gonna go. We're going straight to the roof. Are you kidding me? This is like actually very. I mean, I'm not getting hit bad. Like health-wise, I got health for days, but I'm not gonna lie. This is very difficult. Yeah, stealth went out the door. I'm gonna be real. I made it to the room. What, are they just gonna make me fight everyone? Just knock them all out? Like, for real, what's the plan here? You never told me how to answer the call.
Major, I'm in front of Sokolov's cell, but the door won't open.
Hold on, Snake. What's the current condition?
Condition?
Yeah, what phase is it now?
Alert.
Exactly.
He's just gonna tell me that I can't open it until the alert's gone. I'm gonna be real though, I don't know how to hide. Other than just like, what? Wait around until the action dies down? There's not like a direct location I can hide. Just lay right here.
I see him.
What? Come on. Leave me alone. Okay, he's out now too. Okay. Okay, I think I'm about good. They forgot I'm here apparently.
HQ. This is HQ.
Patrol here.
We're good. That was not a good stealth mission. I didn't really stand a chance though after I shot the gun. Did you hear any of that gunfire?
You must be Sokolov.
Are you one of Volgin's men? You'll never get it from me.
No. I'm a CIA agent. I've come to escort you back to the other side of the Iron Curtain.
You're CIA?
Yeah. I was sent by Major Zero, the man who got you out 2 years ago.
Zero?
I have a message from him.
What is it?
He said to tell you sorry for being so late.
Did he now?
What does it mean?
It means he's a man of his word. But we've got no time for this. You have to get me out of here before they arrive.
Who's they?
Colonel Volgin of GRU. You in the West know him as Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt?
I've never heard of
Never
him.
heard of him.
He's a member of the Army's extremist faction, a man who seeks to
Go
seize
again.
control of the motherland. Ever since the Cuban Missile Crisis 2 years ago, Khrushchev has been pursuing a policy of peaceful coexistence with the West. Despite resistance and criticism from hawks in the army and the provincial authorities, Khrushchev has managed to suppress the opposition so far. But the failure of his agricultural policies has put him in a precarious position. And on top of that, the tragedy last November.
President Kennedy's assassination.
Precisely. In a sense, Khrushchev has lost his biggest partner, and his power base is rapidly crumbling away. A certain group is plotting to use this opportunity to seize power by rallying the anti-government forces, overthrowing Khrushchev, and installing Brezhnev and Kosygin in his place. The mastermind behind this plot is Colonel Volgin of the GRU. He has control over another secret weapons research facility much like this one, OKB-812, known as the Granin Design Bureau, and is using it to further his plans. But that is not enough to satisfy him. Now he's plotting to seize the secret weapon I have been developing here and use it as leverage in his bid for power.
Sounds about right.
The intelligence says that they are going to make their move during the test.
Then, the soldiers outside.
Exactly. They wouldn't need that many men just to keep me inside. Their orders were to prevent Colonel Volgin from capturing me. Even if it meant killing me in the process, or so it would seem.
Interesting.
Volgin will come, I'm sure of it. You must get me out of here before then.
Leave it to me.
By the way, your Russian is superb. Where did you learn to speak it?
From my mentor.
So they're supposedly speaking Russian?
Is that so? America's truly a frightening country.
Having second thoughts.
No. I have no love for this place. Let's go.
I guess he's speaking Russian then? Is that supposed to be what that means? That is my guess.
Major, this is Snake. Sokolov is safe with me. He's doing fine. No injuries.
Good work, Snake. Now hurry up and get Sokolov to the recovery point. We'll rendezvous with you there.
Roger.
What about the sentries?
I managed to get past them.
Oh, yeah.
I see.
What about the boss?
We lost contact with the boss
Undetected.
some time ago.
What happened?
It's probably just a weak signal. Just hurry and get Sokolov out of there.
It's actually quite difficult, especially trying to figure out these controls, because it is not like a typical third-person, first-person shooter. Shooting is square, and if I press it, I aim, and then if I let go, I fire. Maybe that's what the controller thing was about. It's sensitivity on the buttons. DualShock 3 buttons, maybe. I think that's what it was. I can't remember. Something special about the controller, that's all I know, and it was in this game. Did he try to do a magic trick? What was that? AGB. They know I'm here. Obviously.
Freeze!
Oh, we're surrounded. Oof.
So this is the legendary boss.
There's a kind of a mistake just walking out there. Is that Ocelot? Is that his name?
You're from the Ocelot unit of Spetsnaz. Huh. What's a GRU soldier doing here?
Soldier?
He's the Ocelot commander.
That's Major Ocelot to you. And don't you forget it.
Animations, man. You can
Sokolov is ours. Now get out of here.
kind of got like an animation vibe to it,
Ocelot
like anime
never
vibe
lets
to it, you
prey
know?
escape.
What?
Freaking savage. Not even one of them moved. My boy Ocelot. He sees him. Bro. That was bad. Execution, huh?
I can't say it feels good to kill a comrade, even if it is for the GRU.
Sokolov, take cover.
Huh. You're not the boss, are you?
Bro, what is going on with this game right now? Oh my god. Is that a joke? Was that a joke?
What is that stance? Huh. That gun.
What was that?
If you're not the boss,
He's talking about the boss, my boss, that girl.
then die.
Ah, jammed gun, Ocelot.
Major! Leave it! Shoot the other one! Whoa!
Making it too easy on me. Is he drunk? Oh, I hit him. I didn't realize that. Ocelot, you looking like a fool now, bro. Making fun of my gun and then just getting...
You ejected the first bullet by hand, didn't you? I see what you were trying to do, but testing a technique you've only heard about in the middle of battle wasn't very smart. You were asking to have your gun jam on you. Besides, I don't think you're cut out for an automatic in the first place. You tend to twist your elbow to absorb the recoil. That's more
roasted.
You filthy American dog!
was some fancy shooting. You're pretty good.
Pretty good.
Made short work of him.
Major, do you read me?
I read you. Snake, you all right?
I've run into a few snags. These guys were after Sokolov too. Apparently they were taking orders from a GRU colonel named Volgan.
A GRU colonel?
Part of an internal Soviet power struggle, according to Sokolov. Something between the KGB and GRU. Between Khrushchev's supporters and Volgan's.
Sokolov was being guarded by the KGB and hunted by GRU? Snake, it sounds like this could be even hotter than Cuba.
I don't like it. Something about the whole thing stinks.
I agree. You'd better hurry.
Sokolov ran off by himself, but I'll catch up to him.
We're counting on you.
Of course you did. I'll catch up to him after wiping out a plethora of guys. Okay, I think he went this way. That was quite ridiculous, though. I'm gonna start keeping my knife out, I think, more often than my gun, because accidental fire is so easy with it being square.
You okay? Those men were from the Ocelot unit.
Spetsnaz?
Yes. The best GRU has to offer. They're coming for me. I'm finished.
Calm down. I'll get you out of here, I promise. And we've got some of the best backup we could ask for.
Look.
What is that?
That's what they were making you build.
Yes. The Shagohod. The treading behemoth. A tank capable of launching nuclear IRBMs.
It can launch
wow.
nuclear missiles from that kind of terrain.
Oh, yes. And without support from friendly units.
A nuclear-equipped tank capable of operating solo. Is that thing
Holy cow.
finished?
No, this is only the end of Phase 1. It won't be truly finished until we complete Phase 2.
Phase 2.
The weapon's true form. If it is completed and the Colonel gets his hands on it, it will mean the end of the Cold War.
The end of the Cold War.
Yes. And then the Age of Fear will truly begin.
A world war.
I had no choice but to cooperate. I didn't want to die. I wanted to see my wife and child again in America. Please, take me to America, quickly. They cannot complete it without my help.
Got it. Let's go.
That's a no-brainer. Probably speed it up, Snake. That's the boss.
Boss?
She's strong. some heavy containers there.
Good work, Jack.
What are you doing here?
Sokolov comes with me.
What is going on?
Huh? Hornets.
What the heck? And I had just taken off my shirt. This naked snake, dude. I got to get stung so many times. That dude looks messed up. These both are creepy. Him especially, though. There's something going on under that mask.
My friends, let us fight together again.
I have waited long for this day.
We will fight with you once more. Welcome back.
What is this? A Suicide Squad? What is this?
It's time we go to the depths of hell itself.
This game's got a huge twist. What is
It's
going
raining
on?
blood. Is he crying?
The plot is taking so many turns right now.
Kuwabara.
I have no idea what's going on.
Ah, what a joyful scene.
Colonel Vogan.
Welcome to my country. And to my unit.
Hogan.
Boss, what is this?
I'm defecting to the Soviet Union. Sokolov is a little gift from my new hosts.
Recoilless nuclear warheads. These will make a fine gift for me.
This can't be happening.
Who is he? Another one of your disciples? Are we taking him with us?
No, this one is still just a child. Too pure for us Cobras.
What?
He has not yet found an emotion to carry into battle.
What are you talking about?
Think you can pull the trigger?
Yes. But you didn't let me.
Huh?
Bro. She just scolded you. She is your boss. Bro, she taught.
He's seen my face. We can't let him live. If Khrushchev finds out about this, we're finished. He must die.
Wait. He's my apprentice. I'll take care of him.
I think.
Jack, you can't come with us.
She hopes that he will live. Gonna push him off. She still has a heart.
The new blood has been rejected.
Are we done here?
Now, onto Sokolov's research facility.
Shagohod is ours.
Yeah, she hopes.
Drift away.
She hopes he's alive.
My place is with them now.
Little did she know I'm coming for her. Gosh. Oh, he's torn up.
Snake, can you hear me?
Yeah. Just barely.
Snake, listen to me. You need emergency medical treatment. Can you move? You've got to get those wounds treated. Hang in there. All right, let's get you fixed up. Paramedic?
Okay, Snake. Just relax and it'll all be over before you know it. Stay with me. I've seen people in worse shape before. Think you can handle it?
She's giving me a... What is going on?
Major. The boss. She's defected.
We'll talk about that later. First, we've got to get you patched up.
Okay, here we go.
Don't want to get stuck too much on these tutorials, man. So I just figured out how to heal myself. Bone fracture. Splint. Okay. So I have to slowly chip off each... Okay, suffer from a deep cut. I meant, I don't have a burn. Nice. Okay, so I got 3 spots. Oh my gosh, I got messed up right here. Okay. Bone fracture. I need splint. And bandage. Nice. No bandage applied. Bandage. Where are you, bandage? And then... all patched up. Man, that's crazy. That's actually really cool. Really in-depth healing. It's kind of annoying, but at the same time, like... I think it's cooler than having just, like, take a first aid kit. To be honest. That's kind of sick. And I have actual bandages. Just popped his arm back in place. Ugh. It's rough. Alright, Snake, time to get back at it. Even though you probably feel like you're beaten and battered and thrown through a meat grinder. We gotta go.
Good job, Snake.
We're coming to get you now. Just stay where you are. We'll drop a recovery balloon. Can you set it up?
Of course I can. The Soviet. That's a nuclear weapon. What are they doing?
Shagohod.
She definitely saw me. Wow. Wow.
Excellent. A great success. Thanks to the boss and her Cobras, I have both Sokolov and the Shagohod.
What are we going to do with the girl?
Who is she?
Apparently she's Sokolov's woman.
No shot. Eva? I'm gonna guess.
She's a nice catch.
Or is it just a random person?
Not so fast, my dear. A kiss of death?
Are you KGB?
We may be able to use her.
What's her name?
Yes, Bunk.
Shall we take her back to the base?
Perhaps we should. We have no further use for Sokolov's research facility. I think it's
That's
time I gave
intense.
this marvelous new toy a try.
Colonel, even if they are our enemies, they're still our countrymen.
But it won't be me that pulled the trigger. It'll be our friend, the American defector.
You're going to nuke your fellow Russians?
Remember the Alamo.
Colonel!
Dude's a savage, man. He doesn't even care. Holy cow. Konami presents.
What a thrill, with darkness and silence through the night.
Hideo Kojima game.
What a thrill.
Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater.
And I'll melt
Dude, this intro. What?
What a fear in my heart, but you're so supreme. I give my life, not for honor, but for you. In my time, there'll be no one else. Crime, it's the way.
Giving me like a 007 vibe a little bit. Loving it.
In a dream, snake eater. Someday you go through the rain, and someday you'll feed on a tree frog. It's ordeal, the trial to survive. For the day we see new light, I give my life, not for honor, but for you. In my time, there'll be no one
A good little intro to our game here. Get a little prologue. Got introductions to all the characters. Giving us an idea of what we're gonna go up against. I'm a little worried about that guy with the electric hands though. Electricity going through his bones. Outstanding. Outstanding. All right, I think I'm going to call it for this one. This is Metal Gear Solid 3, part 1 of my series. We got a little introduction to all the characters and got a little bit into the story and understanding the boss and how they betrayed us. And now we need to take back Sokolov for ourselves and keep our jobs. And honestly, make sure that the United States doesn't get nuked by Russia. So quite the excitement coming up on this next episode. But if you did enjoy this content and you want to get more of my content, please subscribe and turn the notification bell on, as well as comment if you did enjoy this type of editing or this series, because I plan to continue to make at least this one all the way through. I definitely enjoy making it and I enjoy bringing it to you guys. And I also love talking, so if you guys just want to chat, I'm here too. But thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.